Is Roman able to do it by himself? Can he beat CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship without the Usos? What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Retro, and I'm back with another video. Today, we have a very special topic. And yes, you may have seen on stream today where I said, oh, I'm stepping away from wrestling content for a while. I did say that, but this is a topic too special to just walk past, because this is one of the biggest matches made in Wrestlemania, just in professional wrestling history, because we know CM Punk's history with the Shield and, you know, Roman and the podcast. It just goes back a long way. And this match wasn't even supposed to happen yet, but because of injuries and kind of just poor booking and poor shifting and creative type pivots, we are here now. This story got so big at a point where they have Randy Orton turning heel just to spice everything up for the Cody and Randy stuff going on. And now they're making that as good as it needs to be, but nothing compares to Punk and Roman. Like, this is real life heat. This is real life things that these two haven't resolved. They haven't really figured everything out. They have like this kind of working relationship, but it's real hatred on the table. And let me explain to you why that's the case. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I did make this type of video before when it came to this situation, but nonetheless, I have to reiterate a lot of points considering the fact of the point that I'm going to be making in this video. And also, there's a lot of missing details that y'all are kind of leaving out when it comes to this whole rivalry. So sit back, grab some popcorn if you will, because this is going to be a lot of detail just in this one video, because I will be making a decent amount of videos about this topic, because I don't really know how well this is going to go for WrestleMania, like the match wise, because y'all saw last year's WrestleMania, it was absolutely fucking poop. So we are going to really dig deep when it comes to this, because this is something serious. This is no joke. This is going back a long way, years ago, and there's just a lot to unpack here. But first, I'm gonna catch you guys up on the whole father thing. So Roman and CM Punk had a segment where about 2 or 3 weeks ago where they were just going back and forth, trading insults, doing this and that and the third. And then Roman just calling Punk a bitch and stuff like that. And then CM Punk got kind of heated because Roman was trying to leave the ring. And, you know, CM Punk's ego, he can't really handle a lot of stuff like that. And he pulls Roman back in. CM Punk's talking his trash and whatnot. And then he tells Roman that he is going to bury him at WrestleMania right next to his father. Now, if you guys don't know who Roman's father is, his name is Sika. He was a part of the Wild Samoans, who are perhaps the greatest tag team, one of the greatest tag teams back in, you know, their generation. And he's a legend, and he unfortunately passed away while Roman was on his hiatus after losing his Undisputed Championship at WrestleMania 40. R.I.P. Sika. I'm sure your son really does miss you. It did get to that point where it's like, okay, now it's personal, which I'm sure it was already personal from the get-go, but nonetheless, if it wasn't personal then, it's personal now. And then that's where the Usos come in, because not only did CM Punk disrespect Roman Reigns' dad, he disrespected the Usos' uncle. And obviously y'all know anything with Samoans, them niggas don't play about their ancestors. So the Usos came out there wanting an apology, because they do respect CM Punk. They do like CM Punk, unlike Roman Reigns. And like they said, it had nothing to do with Roman, but everything to do with respect. Now, CM Punk, being as self-righteous as he is, decided to kind of bring on the lens of saying that Roman treated y'all two like absolute crap for years, talk crazy to y'all, was disrespectful to y'all, talking to y'all like y'all, like he's y'all's dad or something, just borderline disrespecting him and degrading the Usos every chance he got, and was very manipulative to them. But he never came out there or to y'all publicly or privately apologize to you for what he did. And he also brought up a very significant point when it came to Roman calling Cody's dad the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, and saying how he called him irrelevant in Roman's build-up to WrestleMania 40 with Cody Rhodes. And for some reason, the whole internet is constantly throwing rocks at CM Punk to do an apology, but y'all don't have this same energy for Roman, who said that disrespectful shit about a dead nigga too. So it's kind of just like, why y'all don't have the same energy for him? And then when CM Punk called the Usos his young boys, that's why we have more of a shift to where we think the Usos are gonna help Roman at WrestleMania, and Roman Reigns is gonna go back to being who he is, except it's just with a different championship. And Roman has showed y'all with the little details time and time again that he is the same person that he was while he had the Undisputed Championship and while he had the Bloodline. The only difference this time is that he has a new nickname, and he doesn't have his Bloodline, and he doesn't have his championship, and he doesn't have his Wise Man. So that shift kind of, he doesn't have the power that he has anymore over a lot of people. So don't get me wrong, he still kind of has power. I mean, he is one of WWE's biggest stars. But compared to now than before, because we had it good before, compared to now and before, Roman Reigns is just, he's very slightly less significant than he was when he was champion. And what makes y'all think that now that Roman's father got mentioned, what makes y'all think that he can't use that as a manipulation tactic to get the Usos on his side? I mean, this was done to Jey Uso in the worst way. I mean, y'all saw what he was doing with Sami Zayn, constantly bringing up, you know, he'll bleed for his family, doing all this for his family, and just doing things for the family. Like, Roman will always use that against him and saying that, you know, what Roman does benefits the family in a big way. And Jey is very protective over his family. We've seen this from him in multiple occasions, doing this for multiple people. You saw Kevin Owens, you saw Sami Zayn, you saw anybody who kind of just contested about his family, and you saw it with CM Punk, where he was the aggressor in the whole thing, and Jimmy Uso was kind of just the more level-headed, you know, mature one. So it's kind of just like, what makes y'all think that he won't do this again? And on top of that, Jimmy Uso, who welcomed Sami with open arms in the Bloodline, was the first person with no hesitation to super kick Sami Zayn in the face at the Royal Rumble after Sami Zayn put a chair to Roman's back. So the Usos are also very overprotective over their family. So, like I said, and I will ask it again, what makes y'all think that the Usos are not going to help him at WrestleMania? And truth be told, the Usos are really all he needs, considering the fact that when it was just the Usos and Roman, they were dominating the whole SmackDown Raw roster to begin with. They didn't have a Sami Zayn. I'm sure that they didn't need like a Wise Man. He was barely even there. Well, I wouldn't say he was barely even there, but nonetheless, I feel like it would have been a lot more perfect without Paul Heyman involved, even though he was had a very significant role in the Bloodline. Roman is just easily fooling all of you into thinking that he actually cares about the future, that he actually cares about the WWE Universe, that he actually cares about the Usos, and cares anything about anybody outside from himself. He, like I said before, he is the same person from when he was 4 years ago. And he will not hesitate to be that person again to take the World Heavyweight Championship. But that still begs the question, is Roman able to do it by himself at WrestleMania? Because Roman Reigns' whole premise of this whole new character that he has is that he wants people to believe that he can do everything and accomplish everything by himself. I'm sure all of you remember the segment where he was talking to the Usos after his match with Bronson Reed at Crown Jewel when he lost, saying that he was mad at the Usos because now the whole world thinks that I can't do shit on my own. He said this verbatim. Obviously, I'm not going to play the clip because, you know, copyright. But nonetheless, we all saw the segment We all heard it. He was absolutely heated and just didn't want anything to do with the Usos. But what if Roman Reigns relishes in the fact that he can't do it by himself? He'll still be a champion. So it's not really going to be a problem if you're going to be the champion and also, you know, the Usos are having your back and you're the person who you need to be that dominant champion again, to be the #1 guy again, to be the face of WWE again. You need to be that type of person. If Roman Reigns is just the OTC, then he's not going to beat CM Punk at WrestleMania. So my answer to the question if Roman can do it by himself is no. Because the OTC, the actor of Roman Reigns, is not going to beat CM Punk. He's going to get buried, actually. And Roman Reigns needs to relish in the fact that he is the tribal chief and he does have the power. And he's still going to do whatever it takes to win a championship. So unless Roman Reigns develops that mindset, then I can't see him winning that World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania. He has to remind himself of who he truly is to start running WWE again. And really understand that he can't do anything with any title in the company. Because Roman Reigns came back, all the eyes were on him. People were starting to watch WWE again and understand that he is the #1 company. He is the #1 guy for the job. Because you get new guys on there, it's mediocre. And now Roman Reigns gets back on there and we're all watching it. So that's kind of my point in the video. I don't think Roman Reigns could do it without his old tribal chief character. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. That's kind of what I wanted to unpack and get out. And I love you guys, and I will see you guys soon. Peace.